What's going on, guys? Just doing a little work here in the barn this morning. Let me say it's the best investment that I've put in this barn, aside from a halogen that ain't worth the crap. Just throwing some straw down the upstairs here. We just slide the bales down, and then I take and stage them throughout the pen. Cut the strings, scatter the straw. Bang, you got a bedded pen. Might come up short. I don't really know if that's gonna be the case, but I don't know. I'll have to place them out and see what I come up with. If they're good, I'll have to remember the number that I threw down here. I don't know how well the camera's gonna capture it, but man, just look at that daybreak, would you? I know it was a couple minutes ago, but I was unable to capture it, so that is beautiful. Most certainly is. 12 bales. Beds this whole barn, so it's better to get the twines out now, because there ain't nothing worse than letting the manure spreader find them, and that's a fact. Because a manure spreader, believe it or not, will find every twine in the pen. It's a proven fact. Got it all bedded. Might have having some spots, but I think I had 3 too many bales in here. It's the way it looks in some spots anyhow. This one surprisingly doesn't need bedded. Good deal. One of the other roles of a farm employee is when it comes fall time and we are weaning cows and calves, trying to catch them. My job is to take a bucket of feed over every morning and place it accordingly. So you guys want to say that I have no clue what I'm doing? Well, why don't you put yourself in my shoes, that I am 30 years old. I'm unable to get my license. That's not full yet. There. Now it's full. I thought I heard a rooster out there. But anywho, it's quite sad. Well, there you are. Well, good morning. It's quite sad that people have to make accusations at me when they don't even yeah, listen to me. When they don't even know the whole story. That's something I need to get better with doing. And I just wish people would just listen before they make accusations, okay? It's okay if you don't know the answer to something, okay? It's okay if you don't know the whole story to something. Say you post something on a Facebook group, then a bunch of people start commenting a bunch of nonsense and everything, person not getting a grasp on the whole story. Holy crud, what? Is that a wasp nest or what? What in the world is that? Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank the Lord for an enclosed cab. Okay? I've gotten stung more times by them pesky things than I care to acknowledge, okay? I think I've gotten stung by those things, by wasps and bees, probably. Oh my goodness, I'm not even gonna try to count. There's just too many times to try and figure it all out. But, like, if you guys, like, if I don't know the answer to a question that a particular YouTuber is asking, then I'm not going to say, well, you do this, I think it's, you know, no, you're just making a fool out of yourself. And it is true. So, it's a lovely fall day. I think we're going to try and clean leaves up. I don't know any farmer that likes leaves. They're a pain in the butt. That too is a fact, in my opinion. Now, it could change for the next farmer down the road. It could change for the next farmer in the county. Every person's different. No two people are alike. But that's a fact. No two people are alike. Remember what we talked about? I think I released the video Sunday about manners. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Can you please not spew out information till you know the full story about a person, a subject, or an item? You get where you want in life a whole lot easier if you just use a little manners. A little please and thank you sure goes a long ways. And that's what every person needs to practice. Unfortunately, not too many people feel the need to, and it's sad. But we're just about over here. I need to put some feed in the building over there for, I think there's, what, 4 more cows out here that didn't quite come up into the building when we were hauling them over to the farm. Well, I was hoping they would be up here waiting on me, but they're not. 4 little cows in a 10-acre pasture. They could be anywhere, and you wouldn't be able to see them with the naked eye. Some people can, but unfortunately I cannot. I didn't put that there this morning. Oh well. So instead of them getting 1 bucket, they got 2 buckets of feed. Man, I wish that was an auto-closing gate with a little eye up there or something, and when it sensed the cows got in, it would shut behind them with a self-latching gate, just like those Steinways have, and then it would have a manual release over there on a pole. You would just pull the lever, release it, and it would open that way, but it doesn't. What would really be cool is if it had some kind of a device that would go to whoever's cell phone it was programmed to say, hey, cows are caught at such and such building, you know, ready for loadout or whatever needs to be done. But I don't think there's that much technology into what I'm trying to describe. But you know what? Everybody can dream and think. Ow. So, it's always good to have reminders and everything. The grain drill still needs to be washed and cleaned up so we can put it away. Well, actually it needs to be swept out first, so that way it can be washed and put away. No, I don't have it in here. I was looking for a sweatshirt. It's a little cool out. That breeze kind of makes it a little cool. Couple hours or so, we will jump into leaf cleaning up mode. But until then, we need to do the bigger stuff first. Get that grain drill done. And need to wash that 8300. So I'm going to stop by this 8300. I know now what to do to get the lights to brighten up on the thing in the cab. Is man, that thing is so much longer than that 7800. Is you need to hold B and C together. You don't go pushing them one at a time. You push and hold. That's what simultaneously means. Man, that thing is so much longer. Okay. Turn the lights on. B and C are these two buttons here. Huh. Well, they're not doing nothing. I'm pushing as freaking hard as I can, and nothing is happening. Ouch. I got the lights on. Man, that hurts hard on the fingers. Ah, well. I'm doing exactly what the book says, because there's the dimmer switch, and it's B and C. Or am I pushing too hard? No. Wait a minute, what just happened? Them lights came on. Huh. Oh well, heck with it. We're not gonna... That'll be a winter project. I just thought I'd take a minute and see why these lights in this thing aren't working like they're supposed to, but I don't know. Do, however, need to rewash this thing, because there is... Man, I miss having that... Because I get... Did I do that? That is a heck of a lot cheaper toolbox than the other 3 deers. But anyhow, there is a good amount of soap, and I'm gonna have to make a step or something out here to where I can stand. Maybe make a step above this toolbox, because I'm not a fan of standing on a step ladder to wash something. And all you do is just, there's already threads here. You could just get you a bolt, you know, make this bottom one come up to where this toolbox is not going to interfere when the lid is open. Because, well, we need to rewash it to get all the soap off. That white is soap there. We need to get the soap off of it before it dries any faster and ruins the paint. But I'm gonna make a step. I just, yeah. It's all right standing here, but when I want to be a little bit closer to my work, I have no means of how to do it safely. Step ladder, but like I said, I don't like step ladders when washing stuff because of the pressure of the wand. How you kind of gotta, you know, lean into it when you pull the trigger, and I'm just afraid it'll push me off the ladder. It's alive. So I'm gonna let that thing sit there and warm up for a minute. Actually, I don't really need to, because with it being warm out, I'm just gonna idle it over to the wash bay. How much longer you are when you go to make your turns and all that. So I was kind of just looking at this thing a little bit harder. I thought I seen a short or something at one time, a YouTube short that, oh, it looks, maybe this is your battery. I think, maybe. This is where your batteries are? I don't know, I can't really see in there. Kinda looks like there might be a battery, but I don't know. I can't tell. So I would have to make the step come, well, I don't know. This is where I need your guys' help, okay? Because I need something, because this is too far away. I mean, this here is okay, but I need something a little bit closer this way to stand on when I wash the hood and the windshield and things like that. But I'm sure I'll come up with something. So there, that looks better. Got that all washed. What is that peeking behind the grain head? We'll get into that in a later date. Got a grain drill to clean out right now. So, a lot of people have been asking, or a couple, why don't you run the combine? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do... Well, simple. I have my stuff I like doing. So do you. What's that? These tires loaded or what? That an axle seal? No? Maybe? Axle seal will be on the inside, right? I don't know. I seen that when I was walking by and I was like, kind of sparked curiosity. What was going on? I don't know. But we're gonna clean this grain drill out, clean the wheat seed out, and I guess start washing it. There's not much wheat seed left, just a little bit. Nothing to shop back. Maybe half a bucket will get cleaned out. Need to hurry myself up here, get this opened back up, because I don't think Kimball showed up yesterday. I really don't. They've been really good about coming on Tuesdays. Well, they did show up. Okay. Guess we can get to cleaning. Got a bucket just in case, but I doubt I'll need it. It's always better to have things ready than need them and not have them. I'm gonna try and do this at a angle where you guys can all see this. First thing is unplug that, get it out of the way. This thing is... Ouch. Nicked myself. I don't know what we're gonna do. If we're gonna end up saving the seed or throw it away. But I just want to save it just in case. And to sift all the dirt out of it. I knew where the dirt was going to be on the bottom. Pick out all the garbage, because unfortunately there's garbage in this a shop vac. So you get to the dirt, I'll go ahead and stop, break that around, pick out all the, like I said, the dirt and everything. Save that, throw the rest in the dumpster where it belongs, because that cannot be saved. I'm just going to throw the rest of this away. It's just mixed in with all this junk and everything, and that's the cleaner stuff. If he wants to save it, fine. If not, well, if you throw it in the dumpster. If he wants to save it, it's already in a clean container. The leaves are dropping. That means leaf cleanup will be a couple hours or so. I might do a separate video on that. Gotta wait for the Centera guy to get out of the way before I can take this thing and put it down at the wash bay and start the grueling job of washing it, but it's not going to get cleaned on its own. So we had a hose blow on this John Deere drill a couple weeks ago when we were finishing up wheat. That's what all the oil all over the step is, and right here on this frame, it needs to be washed off, or we should just leave it on, but we need to wash it off anyhow. Wash all the dirt and everything off of the whole machine so we can grease it, put it away. So I started washing this John Deere drill, and like these openers here, or these press wheels, I mean, they're supposed to spin freely, okay? And there's mud built up in there. Why is there mud built up in there? It's because somebody planted with this thing in the mud, okay? Does it happen? Yes. They're all gobbed up with mud, and they're supposed to spin nice and freely like that one, okay? But they're just all goobered up with mud, so I'm gonna have to go get a glove or something and start digging out all the mud, because unfortunately I need a right angle end on the pressure washer to get up in here to get all this mud out, and there's not a right angle tip on this thing. It's just, it's not there, okay? So I'm gonna have to come up with something different. That is not done yet. Needs about another hour or so. This air cleaner tube is junk, okay? It is pliable, which is no good, so it is junk. I don't know, I kind of feel like this is maybe a bad idea what John Deere did with having these exposed like this, but you can't really be mad at John Deere. I mean, let's face it, these manufacturers did it to themselves. I understand if it's, you have to replant an area. I have no clue how am I go about washing the mud out of these things, especially on the fronts here, because you can't get in here to wash these out. Oh well, guess there'll be a lot of swearing and a lot of cussing going on. I don't know, so I just came up with the idea of just trying to flood them out the best that I can. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get anything accomplished, is if you try. I don't really think you want to hear all that rattling, but you at least want to hear it spin on its own, not all packed full of mud. Well, this middle one here don't chatter like this one does. I don't know if there's a bearing going out in them or what's going on. Got it all nice and clean. Yeah. So I'd like to see the manufacturers of these things, whether it be a tillage tool or a grain drill or corn planter, come out here and service these things. I really would like to see the engineers come out and work on this stuff. And I know there's about half a dozen other people or so that would agree with me in the world. So it's in its spot. It could almost end up sideways in here. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't unhook it, because all we're gonna do is put the 4020 on it, take it over, put it in the building. That will not fit where we usually put this, underneath that airplane hangar door. So we can put a smaller tractor on it. I don't even think the 3010 would fit in that door. 4020? Yeah, it would. Guys, remember a couple videos ago I was having a heck of a time trying to get this thing unhooked? Oh, I see it's gonna come out. Oh, nice and easy. Dang, that 4020 looks like a toy compared to the other three. Man. So if anybody thinks that this John Deere drill, the 17 or the 1590s or whatever the hell this thing is, I think it's a 1750. I can't remember. Need to frickin' reevaluate it, because you should not have to grease something you should need to crawl around in and out to grease the damn thing, okay? And where'd that come from? I don't know. Not my problem. Yeah, get out of here. We'd have taken build a step, because, well, we wanted a step. Cannot get over top of this thing. Oh. Yeah. This thing is a pain in the you-know-what to grease. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that's going to say, "Ooh, you know, that thing, you know." I don't care. It's a pain in the butt. So we are saving the wheat seed. For next year. Put it in the building here, right where it belongs.